So here's a brand new character that we kind of was expecting, but kind of wasn't for the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. Spider-Man Oscorp, but we'll talk about him in his video in a couple of days. Uh, as I'm inundated with a lot of ads and character effects needing to be turned on, and more packs. Crash to the Titans. It took me a while. We're back. Let's get into it with Kate Bishop against Nico Minoru. Kate obviously is a blue, black, and purple user. Her blue ability, it costs 12. Yeah, is it a 12? Yeah, or it's 12, 8, and 10. So, Ruthless Precision will deal damage to the target, and then it'll create a 5-turn countdown tile that, as long as it's on the board, nobody can heal on the enemy team. So one of Nico's things is with her yellow ability, she can heal, so that counteracts the healing. Her black ability, it costs 8. It's pretty cheap. It creates, well, it does damage to the target. It'll create a black countdown tile that, if it's matched away, it won't do any damage to Kate. But if the countdown tile reaches 0, it'll do a nominal amount of damage to Kate. And then finally, because boomerangs, it creates a purple countdown tile. I think it lasts for 2 turns, if I'm not mistaken. It'll create, I think, 5 strike tiles on red, and then when the countdown tile reaches 0, it'll remove 3 countdown tiles. 3 strike tiles, and then deal damage to the target. So Kate kind of plays a little bit different than the 5-star version of Hawkeye. She plays different than the 4-star version of Clint as well. But she kind of plays similar to the 3-star version of Clint because, arrows and a lot of danger that the two of them got in their comic book. So, so it fits her. Her affiliation should be Young Avengers, and it should be Heroes, and then whatever else affiliations that the game is gonna add to her later on. All right, Nico Minoru, blue, yellow, and purple user. She has a set of abilities when she's not damaged, and then she has a set of abilities when she is damaged. So we're gonna talk about them both. When blood is shed. So passively, whenever she takes any form of damage, creates a 10 turn blue countdown tile, and then she has different a different thing that she'll do. So her primary ability on blue is called Freeze, which costs 9. It'll stun the target for 3 turns. Removes any enemy countdown tiles, and then however many enemy countdown tiles that were removed, she'll stun for an additional turn or additional turns. So the max you can have is a 5-turn stun for 9 blue AP, which is not that bad. But typically it'll be 3. Alright, try not to die. This costs 7 on both the when blood is shed, countdown tile is active. So the normal version, she just creates projectiles, and then passively, which this carries over whenever the countdown tile is on the board. Uh, projectiles are increased by 20%, but Nico doesn't gain the benefits of it. So essentially, Nico's taking regular damage while her teammates aren't, you know, there aren't, how can I put it? They aren't constrained by the effects of the not being tied down to not having projectiles protecting them. All right, and then heal, which is when the countdown tile is on the board. Again, does the same exact thing, creates 3 projectiles, but then instead it restores her health, and then it'll restore more health depending upon how many projectiles you have on the board. So if you have a max of 6, it'll be about 3,900 health that you'll heal for. Thereabouts at least. Again, at higher levels, more healing, more projectiles, and then the strength of friendly projectiles is increased, you know. And finally, mystical affinity. This is a purple ability. Passively, at the start of each turn, is if we have more strike, attack, or projectiles than the enemy team, then all those tiles will be increased by the listed amount. Which again, this carries over with our blue countdown tile as well. But when the countdown tile is active, trifecta will be active. This costs 8, and it will create a strike, attack, and projectile of strength 382. It'll be on a different color, obviously. And then again, like I said, the passive carries over as well. Alright, her affiliations are heroes, runaways, and then whatever else affiliations that they're gonna add later on. As far as boosts go, again, obviously you want blue purple so that you can get her countdown tile active. Purple to activate trifecta whenever you need that there to activate. As far as supports goes, something like Chewy to give you more oh my goodness, more attack tiles, or just basically anything that will put strike, attack, or projectiles on the board for Nico for her to boost them up, so that she can either do more damage with the attack tiles, or if she has allies, have them hiding behind the projectiles. Alright, so I'm gonna do as I always do. I'm gonna be quiet, and let's get into the fight. Oh man, then I forgot to mention the strategy on how to defend against Kate. Oh well, uh, I blame it on the fact that no sleep and all that jazz. All right, now if you remember in the last two videos when we did both the other members of the Runaways that they have in the game, Carolina Dean and Gertrude Yorks, that all three of them sort of kind of play together. They boosting strike attack and projectiles and whatnot. Now with Nico on the other hand, before the other Runaways were even thought of as characters, at least in the game, you could pair her up with Rocket and Groot and have like crazy strike tiles. You could probably pair her up, excuse me, with Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, though you probably don't want to be using Carol's her yellow ability to reduce the length of the countdown tile that Nico has. But you know you can use Carol's black strike tile. I mean black countdown tiles to add more strike tiles onto the board. So again, that's a thing there. There's pretty much anybody that has strike attack or protect tiles, Nico can more or less use them to an effective measure. Let's see here. I know we got the new Spider-Man in the game coming in. Well, he's available right now in the new, was it whatever event they got going on right now. Again, I haven't looked to see what is unstable ISO 8. So yeah, so you got a chance to rip open a 40 pack, 10 pack, or daily just to get him. I haven't really looked at his ability. I mean, I've looked at his abilities. I haven't looked at him in game. Again, we'll look at that there. Sunday with Welcome to Shield. I think it's Welcome to Shield should be Sunday. This coming Sunday. And then I know we got another 4-star character coming in towards September as well. So we're gonna have not really a truncated schedule, but it's gonna be like, okay, we got Spider-Man coming in tokens this season. Well, I mean, after, so him and Ben Riley will be coming into tokens pretty soon, and then it's gonna be a hot minute before we have a 5-star release. So Chasm, Jane Foster Thor, and Kamala Khan, they're gonna have a little bit of time to marinate. Alright, then as we've seen here, we got Maria Hill, Shield operative, as the next character for the Crash of the Titans. So her should be kind of fun. We'll look at the strategies on how to deal with her and whoever her opponent is. And you know, hey, we'll go from there. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you know, me being a little bit delayed won't make things as bad, but you know, hey, life stuff happens. You know, be excellent to your fellow human beings, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.